And the video. So it's free of anything that would short it out. I will turn the monitor on. And assuming I actually have the right power supply here, maybe things will happen. Oh. Well, that is not what I expected. I don't know if you can see that. But this 64 that was working is now squirrely. Now, I am looking to see it did come up with troubles. Well, this is not good. I managed to hurt it. Let me check the pins. Let me check the witness configuration. Everything looks okay. Everything looks okay. But definitely something is not okay. Wow. So we got two cursors and a bunch of other stuff. Once it does look, this does have the tendency to look like some sort of RAM issue. Well, this is interesting. So now, I will get the harness. Now that things are all clean, I will take the harness and attach it. It's on the user port. This one really, it sticks out a lot. I'm hoping to get a harness from the people of RetroRewind.ca. I'm hoping. Well, I don't know if it's dramatically different than this one, but it certainly, it looks like it has more cool things on it. All right. Harness, go in. All right, and the cartridge in. And now, so I'm going to leave this upright. Looks like it'll stay there. And I'm going to turn it on. Oh. Okay, things have definitely taken a turn for the worse here. You know what? I mean, that's video stuff. This is peculiar. I did have the video chip out. Let's just see if it runs through, even though things are squirrely. See if the SID chip does its thing. It seems to be running, but certainly it looked much better before I took it apart. But of course, one of the things about all this is, if I am going to be passing these things along and selling things, I don't want to ever send something out that is defective. And this machine appeared to be quite fine, just missing one key. But it's, wrong screwdriver. But it certainly is looking different. Now it was pointing out, oh no. There's the screw. Potential RAM issues. It was. But, you know what, maybe I should have been checking it in between each chip pull. Let me take the video chip out. And have a look to see if any pins on this are not as they should be. And they look dandy. They do. Because, of course, when you have video troubles, the first thing you might look at is the video chip. Let's see. Well, I am baffled. Because I didn't do anything. I just took it out and reseated it. Blew it on a little bit. Alright, well, I guess now we'll see. With the connectors cleaned, and the harness back in, and the cartridge up, and it's doing its thing okay. Oh, control port bad. 6581 bad. But yet, it sounds okay. Well, I wonder, if I leave it here, is it going to come up with the same 3 errors that it came up with before? One of them was the 6581, one was a RAM chip, and the other was I think it said U1, but according to this, like, oh, is that U1? They've got, see, they usually have 2 6526 chips, and they're usually sitting right beside each other, but on this board, this one's over here, that one's over there. And I think, actually, in the configuration of things, just be things got moved, and in order to make sure that people know what does what and all, that it actually starts the chips over here. It's U2, U5, then U4, then U6, then U8, there's U10 and U11, U19, and way over here, it's hard, actually, just the way, like, it's got this little white writing on the board, but where it has the U1, I think it is the U1, it is a little harder to read. So far, all that it has said I could turn that down a bit. All that this has said is that U18 is bad, which is kind of baffling. I'm just looking around here because I think, I mean, I've got another 64 here I was tinkering with. Oh, okay. It is a full-size board thing, but it does have I would like to think that there's a note on the bottom of this. Nothing. I think this is the one where I cleaned up the contacts, and it looked better, or some of the issues cleared up. But there is a 6581 chip in there, and it's still reporting the 6581 is bad. Let's put this up here, I hope, but nothing falls. I'm not sure. This could be, I should have put notes on things. This could be the one from the school that came alive, and that I took I'm pretty sure it is. I took the top outside and left it in the sun. I need to put notes on things. I do. More notes. Oh dear, that one stuck a bit. Alright. Well, once again, here I am with too much stuff and nowhere to put something safely. Oh, okay, now it is also reporting 4066 at U28. Where is that? Yeah, where is that? This may be one of those things where the RAM chips are so much different, and that I don't even know what they are. I think they're well, that's a fine question. Oh, maybe that's them. U10 and U11, maybe, possibly. So I think maybe that may be an erroneous thing. Anyway, I'm going to shut this off for a second. And I'm going to, with great care and reverence, pop out this SID chip and put it over here. And then I will double check everything on this one. Oh, there's a pin that's a little bent. I'll straighten that out. It did come out with a little bit of a fight. There's two pins that are a little squirrely. All right. They seem to be straight and true. So we'll check the witness mark and line the SID chip up. And insert. And then turn it back on. Let's see if it reports anything different. So this SID chip is a 65R4A8. And the one that I took out is, well, there's less white stuff. I think it's an 8560R5. Anyway, we'll just see. Okay, it's still reporting that the SID chip is bad. But is that accurate? I suppose the thing we should do is try... Oh, okay, now this one definitely, it is bad. The voices, the sound, or the white noise voices are not happening. So, this one is bad, but is that one bad? With all the sounds working? I don't know. Let this run through one more time. We will. Okay, those are working. Those are working. See, those are not working. There should have been sound. There was no sound. So indeed, this SID chip that I tested this with is in fact bad. But why is it reporting the other one bad that seems to be okay? Excellent question. Alright, I'm going to set that here. I'm going to take the one that was in there. Very carefully look at it. Checking all the pins. They all look fine. I'll put it back in. I'll turn this back on. And then I'll reach up here. See, this is the 250466. See how... Oh, now I can look at this now. Yeah, you know what? If you look at the bottom on one of these machines, you can definitely see if the circuit board does go over those vents. So that is, if you're ever at something and you're like, well, I don't know if it's a little board or a big board or whatever, look at the vents. If you see nothing, then it's a small board. And if you see something, it is some other version And it still says U18 is bad. It does. Well, once again, there may be differences in this whole thing, because this is the tiny little board. There might be. I'm not sure. I'm not. Funny, I was in the basement, and there was some things that were damaged. There was. Damaged pretty badly, I believe. But I was able... Ooh, I should pull some of this off. A little... See, in the later versions, and I don't know when this started, they got rid of staples in one of the famous men's magazines. I can't hold this up very high because there are things on the other side that cannot be seen. But anyway, this is Miss June. Yeah, I can't lift this up really. I'm trying to think of looking at the data sheet to see. Sarah Linson, born in 1970. That's funny because I don't see. This just says Miss June. Is what it says, but it doesn't. I don't believe it has a year. But if I'm careful, you can see there is the face of Miss June from some year. And of course, the other thing that is cool on these things is it has jokes. But I don't know if I can read any of them. So maybe I should check into these before I should. Oh, hang on. And how is this doing? Still much the same. Well, I'm reading one that I could probably read, but I don't quite understand it. Oh, here's one. And this goes back to the first Bush era. And it was widely speculated that the well-intentioned Dan Quayle on occasion said silly things. Anyway, so this is insiders report that while President Bush was weekending in Camp David, Dan Quayle sent 100,000 additional troops to the Gulf on his own authority. Only problem was Mexico sent them back. So, the implication is, of course, during the Gulf War, which was nowhere near, of course, the Gulf of Mexico. But remember, Dan Quayle was the one who, at some point, said that he thought it would be good. I think it was something like that too. If more people spoke Latin, so we could communicate with the people from Latin America. Anyway. Yes, we're testing. Okay, now the RAM thing is coming up. But once again, is that accurate? Alright, well there's nothing else I can, at this moment, I'll have to recheck some of these and see if there's other jokes that I can read there. But certainly, there's nothing too risque about President Bush and Dan Quayle in the Gulf. So this is continuing. Oh, okay, now, okay, now we have the trifecta. We have U1 being bad, We have U18 being bad, and we have 4066 at U28, which, of course, does not exist. So, is there really something wrong with this? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. But what I think I will do, and I know this has been going on for a while, but so be it. I think I'm going to pull this out, everything out of here. Set this carefully aside, because from what I can tell, it is working. Oh my. I don't have a good place to put it. Well, I'll take this down. I will put this back delicately in the case. Delicately. I'll set it back up here on these discs and things. It will be fine. Now this 64, which I should have put notes on, which I didn't put notes on, is the one, I'm pretty sure, from the school that I took the thing outside. Let's see, now I'm going to turn it on. And it comes up. Okay. So there is a reason for this. There is a reason behind what I'm about to do. Because I seem to remember that I cleaned up the contacts on this. And then things seem to read okay, I believe. So I'm going to put the diagnostic cartridge into here, which, it's funny, when it came, it didn't have some things marked, especially the cassette port, which way was up. So I marked it as up. Probably wouldn't do any damage, but anyway, who knows. Okay, so that is connected, that is connected, that is connected. We need the cartridge. And we'll put that in and move the screwdriver. There is not really room on here at this moment for this to sit down. So, with great care, I'm going to reach down here and find this dead power supply that I butchered. Lean that ever so delicately. Put this here so it won't fall down. And turn on the diagnostics. Now I know already that the SID chip in here is missing. The sound generator voice is voice 4. I know it. But let's just see how this else goes, because maybe what I'll do, just to see, because I have more confidence in this cartridge thing and stuff being accurate on this sort of board, even though this board has many less RAM chips than others. Okay. And it is coming up with no errors so far. And I'm not going to do this forever. That's not the right screwdriver. Oh, now that's funny. Okay, I heard rumbling. See, this is a different version of the SID chip. Sorry, I digress. Let's listen to that one more time. I'm going to turn up the volume a bit. Because certainly I heard rumbling. So maybe the SID chip is okay. It reports it is okay. Let's see. Maybe there is something different about the SID chips in these two different machines. I don't know. Anyway, let's wait through for the SID chip to be tested. Remember, this is a 65. Okay, hang on. The gentle rumble. I hear it. And this one has a much harsher sound on the noise generator. Anyway, okay, so here is the next thing. I believe my chip pulling screwdriver is behind here. It is. Now, if there are some of you out there that know that what I'm about to do is foolish, let me know. Baha. I'm going to pop out this SID chip, which is a 6581 R4AR. And I'm going to pop out this SID chip from this machine, which is a different version. It certainly sounds different. And I bent a pin just a little wee bit. Just a little wee bit. Nothing serious. So this is, from what I can tell, I'm just going to wipe this stuff off. It's an 8580 R5, made the 48th week of 1987. All right, now if I can, with this in this configuration, it's more difficult. I don't have gravity on my side, but I'm going to put this SID chip in. It is in. And I'm going to turn this on, and the diagnostics will run. And we'll see, does it report the 6581 as being bad, or is this just a difference of opinion, depending on the version of the board? I don't know. So let's see. We are RAM testing, we are PLA testing, color RAM. We are doing our thing here. And so far, we're okay. And it does not report as bad. Interesting. Well, it is not surprising. See, this, okay, this 64 test cartridge says it's from 9/10/86. And this board is also from 86. But these little boards, I'm not sure exactly when they came out. Let's see. PCB assembly 250469, PCB number 252311, revision 3. Does it have a year? I don't see one. There could be. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Burn in 64 CEN Hong Kong, QC, assessed in Hong Kong, pass, burn in, little stickers, make the world go around here. Yeah. Well, it is not unreasonable to think that a later version, which is very, very different, but yet does things the same, may do different things in terms of reporting things. I suppose I really need to do is talk to Rudy from Rudy's Retro Intel. He has this magical thing, and I don't remember where he got it from, where you can put chips in, and it will tell you if the chips are good or not. You don't need to rely on this kind of thing. But my gut tells me this SID chip is good. And that chip is good. I believe. Oh, usually I have more answers than questions. Today I think I have more questions than answers. And why? What did I do with that video chip that caused it to go squirrely and then unsquirrely? I don't know. And the number on this video chip is covered in goo. Just a second here. It's an 8562R4, which, of course, once they kind of went to the new machines, a lot of the chips had like 65 numbers. But then they changed things. One thing I think I should do is get some more of that white goo, because they didn't put a whole lot on here, and certainly on this machine here that has the bigger board and has somewhere I put, oh, it's over there, the better shield. It has a lot more fingers that come down and help dissipate heat on the chips. And while there are many, many people who probably would rather run the machine without the shield and put individual heat sinks on each chip, that's not a bad idea. But I think with enough goo and the fingers placed properly, that too would be effective. I think. Right? A fellow sent me a message the other day. He was talking about heat sinks on pets and things and stuff, and I said, with the pet, you've got so much room in there. I think, and I may do this on some, I think I would install a little fan to just move the air around. Mind you, heat sinks are very much directed on one chip, one chip, one chip. But if the air on the machine, because with the pet, there's lots of space underneath, out the back, and here and there for the air to flow. If the air is constantly moving, then the heat would have less chance to build up. But mind you, it wasn't the way it came. Although maybe it was supposed, it should have been. But mind you, the pet didn't come with heat sinks on all the chips. So I think installing a little wee fan is less maybe invasive, although I'd have to figure out where to connect it. Maybe I'll have to talk to Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel, because there's all kinds of little fans out there. I mean, I did have a disk drive a while back, and I still don't know which one it is or how or whatever, but anyway, it would overheat, and as soon as you turned the fan on, whatever it was that was overheated would say, I'm good now. Very strange. There are videos on this. I think it was a 4040. But when I was doing all the 4040 testing, I couldn't find that one. I couldn't recreate that issue. It was very strange. Anyway, all right. So I turned the key over. I have not replaced a key on this one. I think I have all the screws kind of set aside somewhat safely. And I guess I will leave this to maybe do some testing. I'm going to put this SID chip here. This one belongs in this machine. I'll put this one back in here. I'm more and more confident that this board is just fine, that this diagnostic just doesn't know exactly what to do with this board, I think. Maybe when I get updated and upgraded from Retro Rewind, maybe their thing takes into account more with the Super PLA board that I don't like. But, I would like to, at some point, manage to remove a Super PLA chip and put a socket in so I can test such chips without the pain, agony, and suffering of soldering in and then finding out that they're bad, which is not something I've done, but not something I want to do. So, enough. I will turn this off. And I will make sure that everything is as it should be. This can test, and I will be on my way for now. By the way, I have found a good reason to try something with hot glue. I found the badge, just like the little skinny thing from Commodore 64. And it's come out of a machine, and I don't know which one, and it seems to be okay. Now I suppose I could put it back on the machine. It is the rainbow version, but I think I'm going to try hot glue and put it across here. But not yet. These things cannot be rushed. All right. Enough for now. Have a lovely, lovely day. My intention is to put this video up today, the day that it was filmed, Thursday, September the 28th, 2023. Oh, and also, of course, don't forget the World of Commodore is coming December 2nd and 3rd, 2023, somewhere close to Toronto. Maybe Mississauga. I don't know. There's talk of maybe another hotel. Anyway, as I say, I know it's happening. I just don't know the details exactly. So I can't tell you the details. But at some point I will know. And is there anything else I can do here? I don't think so. So, have a lovely, lovely day. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.